everyone, this is Rabbit Ball Animation Bliss, and welcome to another International Cartoon Corner. So today's International Cartoon we talk about today is Animated Tales of the World. Now, before I get into my thoughts about this series, I would like to remind everyone that new videos will be posted up every Sunday. It can be Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Sunday evening, depending on when we can get the videos posted up. And if you haven't seen any videos posted up during the week, that must mean there was a bit of animated news released in the week that we wanted to cover. So those would be considered special videos. And you might have noticed that this week, we actually posted up videos kind of late this week. Like, it was posted up on Monday instead of Sunday, and that was because I was very busy on Sunday and I didn't have time to post up any videos on Sunday. So there'll be some weeks where the videos will be posted up kind of late during the week, and that's depending on how busy I am on Sundays, but that's why this video is posted up on Monday instead of Sunday, because I was very busy on Sunday. So now let's get into this review of Animated Tales of the World. So what this series is all about is basically it's an anime anthology of all these tales that came from around the world. And you have tales like Kappa Rushes that came from England, John Henry which came from the US, the Two Brothers which came from Russia, the Enchanted Lion which came from Germany, the Myth of Persephone which came from Greece, and Edwin Conger which came from France. And it's basically like a anthology of fairy tale stories from around the world, or folk tales from around the world. And it used to come on HBO Family all the time. I'm not sure if HBO Family still shows this show or not, but yeah, I remember I used to watch it a lot on HBO Family. But I really enjoy this series because I'm a huge fan of fairy tale stories and folktale stories, and this is a really good series that explores all the fairy tales and the folktales from around the world. And I always enjoy reading stories from around the world because it allows me to see what the culture from the country is through that fairy tale or the folk tale itself. And I really enjoy watching those type of stories on TV, or reading those type of stories and fairy tales and folk tales. And this series is really good with that. Like, it had a lot of stories from that's like fairy tales and folk tales rolled up into one series, and you could just kind of watch any one of them and see and just get a insight of what it's like in the other countries based on this tale. So some of my favorite stories that came from this series was like How Tortoise Won Respect, Edwin Conger, the Magic Paintbrush, and the Three Sisters who fell down the mountain. Those are some of my favorite stories. Like, I really enjoyed How Tortoise Won Respect, because it pretty much shows like how the tortoise was being wise when trying to deal with this monster that was going after all the animals in the jungle or the forest that they're living in. And then I like Edwin Conger because it's like you have a brave man trying to rescue this princess from an evil magician, and how he has to learn magic to defeat the magician. And then with the story of the Magic Paintbrush, it was about this young boy who was able to possess a magic paintbrush, and then the evil emperor wants to take his paintbrush and use it to make more gold and stuff like that. So you have a lot of stories like that are like so interesting to watch, and it's really exciting to watch. And I think these stories are like can be very exciting, and they can be very intense and funny at the same time. And I also like how this series has like a good balance between drama and humor. Like, you have some stories in the series that are like mostly dramatic, like the Magic Paintbrush is pretty dramatic, and so is How Tortoise Won Respect. That's pretty dramatic. And then you have some stories like King Solomon and the Bee, which is pretty humorous. Also Aunt Tiger is like really humorous too, even though it does have its intense moments here and there. But yeah, this series has a really good balance of like humor and drama, and that's what I really enjoyed about this series. So overall, I really enjoy Animated Tales of the World. I think it's a fantastic series to watch if you're into fairy tales and folk tales in general, and you want to watch more TV shows that has stories that take place in different countries, and just see how those countries are like through those stories. So that's my review of Animated Tales of the World. And let me know in the comments below, have you seen this series? If you have, do you like the series? Did you hate the series? Please let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter so we can keep you updated on any new videos we post up. And also like our Facebook page, and also support us through Patreon so we can continue to push our great content for this channel. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbit Blog Animation Bliss, and I'll see you later.